back.
We're back.
Little short one today.
Don't say that already.
Well, yeah, you never know, actually.
Yeah, you never know.
Gonna do, I went to...
We got interesting episode.
Well, yeah.
Well, wait,
yeah,
hold on.
a little bit different. I went to Metal and Beer, so I'm gonna do a full review on that, and I hit up a lot of record stores on the way, so I got a lot of shit to show off to you guys.
It's like a road trip episode, like a road trip movie.
Yeah,
like, what do you call that? You know what I mean?
recap.
Like a...
Yeah,
recap.
disclaimer. This ain't a full review. I was only at Metal and Beer for like half of it, so yeah, I didn't stay second night and stuff. But you can like at least get me. Might get into a little bit of a bitch fest. We'll get into it.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
this is end of the combine.
Yep.
I don't know if we said that or not yet.
I'm Stan the Man.
I'm Yellow J.
And I'm Shoddy, and we appreciate you guys joining us.
That's all we're doing today, though. Just checking.
Simple stuff.
Yeah, just talk.
So, yeah.
Stan's recap. Let's hear it.
Yeah, I
So-
did
You know,
a
because
solo-
we were texting Stan. We were like, "How the hell was it?" And he was like, "We're just waiting for the cast."
Yeah, he's like,
So
he's like,
we'll
I
get
got
this
a lot
cast
of-
going.
I got a lot of things to discuss, so we were like,
Oh,
all right,
good
let's
thing
hop on,
you.
let's hop on.
I'll get into it, but like, good thing you didn't text me on Friday night, because oh man.
Okay.
Let's get into it. So talk about what you did and how long you were there for.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
who
so
you
I,
were
Just
with.
you, right? No,
It was
you
just
went
me.
by
I ended
yourself.
up doing a
Okay.
solo road trip.
How many
so-
hours was it?
I stopped so much, so I mean,
It doesn't matter.
long.
How long
But
was it supposed
I think
to be?
I think if you went like straight through, it's 9.5,
Okay.
10, something like that.
Okay.
So I went from Detroit to Philly, basically,
Mhm.
but stopped a lot on the way. So I kind of feel bad because we did do that episode and it didn't get posted until after I got back. But we were saying like, hey, I'm gonna be at Metal and Beer, like I'm saying say hi and all this shit, but you didn't get out, of course. But whatever. But yeah. Solo road trip. I was going into it. Was like, I was going to see Dismember play like an ever flowing stream all the way through. That was the big thing. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make the best of this. I'm gonna stop at some record stores, like, because like I get sick of Michigan. Like it's the same fucking place every time. It's not, like the one by my house. It's cool. It's got a metal section, but never gets updated. Like it's like I need to see some stuff. Like I'm on the hunt. Like I want that. Like. Because I went to Florida a couple years ago and I did that and I was like, found so much.
I was just
shit.
gonna
So
say, I knew
much
when you
shit,
did the
dude.
solo road trip, I knew you already had your fucking map.
Oh yeah,
out,
yeah.
putting
No, I
pins
had
on all the
pinpoint. Yeah,
record
I
shops.
spent like the day before I left, like at work, like I mapped out the whole thing, like and then I
How
found
many
I
you
did
have,
find
like that you were
What's
gonna
that?
hit.
I had like 2 on the way and 2 on the way back, and I ended up doing like I don't know how many. I didn't get like some were good, some were bad, but like I got a lot of good shit though.
Okay.
So
nice.
you guys want to see those first, or you want to hear about the
No,
show?
let's hear the story and then we'll come back and look at the loot.
Okay. So yeah, when I'll just go through the record stores when we go through the loop. But yeah, so Philly, that's a cool town, kind of a shithole, but
Is it?
yeah, no, it's cool. It was different, like but I was like getting scared on the way, like because I was like looking at my stuff and I'm talking to my wife and she's like, let me look at this area, and you know how women are, like, let's look at the crime in the area, and it was like all red. I'm like, well, no, hold on a second, like, I want to compare it to like downtown Detroit where
I was
we go
gonna
to
say, you
shows.
just left Detroit. You got nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
But I knew the parking was like a little iffy, so that's like the only thing. Like I was like, parking's stupid down there. Like you can't park I had to park at a casino the whole time and walk. But anyways, so I did a couple stops. I'll go through the stops in a bit.
Did you
when
go
I
to the
show
casino at all?
No, I didn't. No, I really didn't have like time. Like
You fucker.
I was like booked up the whole time with these record stores and shit. Like but so I left at 5:36, something like that, and I planned on getting there like 6:00. I was like get there, shower, maybe have a bite to eat, and go to the show. So I forgot to say. So I ended up going to the pre-fest, Incantation.
Oh yeah.
Rip to Shreds, Mammoth Grinder, and Walking Wounded. They played on Thursday night at the Foundry, like the next door to the Fillmore. And so I left at 6:30, and I took my sweet ass time getting there, and I stopped at a couple places and realized like, oh shit, like I was in Pittsburgh at a record store. And that's like 5 hours away from Philly, 4.5, 5. So
Okay.
I was like, I gotta get the fuck out of here, and I get like rushed there, and I called my wife. I was like, man, now I'm getting like kind of scared. Like I don't know if I'm gonna make it and stuff. So I had to take the Pennsylvania Turnpike all the way down. But yeah, so I ended up. No, there's one record store, like the one I wanted to check out the most. So I stopped at that. It was like by Harrisburg.
Like on your way to rush to the show?
Yeah. I was like, already in a rush, but I had to
Wrong with
stop
you?
there. Ended up being a gold mine.
Oh, okay.
So I was in there for like way too long. Missed my exit on the way back. So I don't know if you like been on Pennsylvania Turnpike any time lately, but like you get back on it and then it's like you make the wrong turn. You got to go back like 30 miles into the next service station, turn around, blah, blah, blah. So it was already tight. So I like rushed to it. I got to Philly at like 8:00 and the show started at like 7:30. I forget. Anyways,
That's probably perfect.
so I was like, what do I do? Like, I was worried about the parking. I was like, do I go check in the Airbnb real quick, change, and go? No, I went right to the casino, changed right in the casino, like gave myself a couple squirts of cologne. I was like, fuck it, I'm going in, like,
You're just gonna get sweaty.
ended up
anyway.
Classic.
Yeah, I ended up running to the show. I walked in during Rip to Shreds. They were like two songs. I missed like two of their songs, but it was like perfect. So like I seen most of their set, and I missed the local band. But dude,
Fuck them.
dude, Rip to Shreds is so fucking tight live. Like it was like, dude, it like made the weekend how good they were. Like they were so good. And I walked in during the one song with the cool ass solo from the last like CD, so I was getting a beer and like. It set the mood like so good though. Like that was the first thing I was like Philly like metal show. Like that song is like fuck yeah. Like got a good beer. Like they had obviously the good beers and stuff. So, but like dude, they were so awesome. Good. And like Andrew Lee's fucking nuts. Like singing all that shit and playing the guitar and like
that's so awesome.
He playing that headless guitar?
Yeah, they all headless. The bassist and the other guitarists too. Yeah, that's their thing. Like Yeah. But I mean, I couldn't say good enough stuff about it. Like it was so good. Like
I was really wondering, dude,
they like killed it. And, like I don't know if it's like something about that. It was called the Foundry. It's like next door to the Fillmore. That and the Fillmore, like dude, they just sound so good. Like, but the Foundry was cool because
how big was the Foundry relative to the Fillmore?
It's probably like I'm trying to think if it's not like the Shelter small, but it's pretty small.
Okay.
But not as big as like St. Andrews, Yeah. These are for the listeners. These are like Detroit venues, but like, it was pretty small, but like nothing like the Fillmore, obviously.
Was it packed out?
It wasn't actually. No, and I mean I've seen a couple people like. I didn't see that many people I recognized. I've seen a couple like artists and like obviously Albert was walking around like, but. It wasn't that packed. I knew no one there. I just went and it was just it was like my soul.
How was the solo experience? Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't.
Yeah.
That night was cool because like I didn't want to be wrong because like I rushed there, ran in. It was sweating my ass off. I couldn't stop sweating, so I was like all uncomfortable and shit. But like,
self-consciously.
The other thing is, so I rushed in there. I was like running, and like I was telling you guys, but like I've been battling like back issues for like, so I just drove like 12 plus hours, got up, ran. Dude, I got there and I could hardly stand up, and I was like,
oh damn,
fuck. And I was only there 2.5 sets. Like I seen 2.5 bands,
and
I was like fucked at the end of the night, basically. But I powered through it. Mammoth Grinder, they were cool. I don't know. It's just like not my thing anymore, but like it's that hardcore influence.
I like Mammoth Grinder a lot.
Yeah, they were cool. Like they're probably the least looking death metal band I've ever seen. They look like they're fucking like 80s rock stars sometimes.
Oh really?
Or like no, I wouldn't say that. Like 90s rock stars. Like one looked like he was from the fucking Goo Goo Dolls. Like like.
Hey, wait a minute? Am I thinking wrong on this, or is the Power Trip drummer in that band?
Yes, I believe so. Yeah, and he was like the most metal looking one of them all, but like the other ones, yeah. But they all had like they were cool. They put on a good show. They had a good show. Like their thing was like they had mismatched guitars. Like so they have like a Strat with like a Les Paul head or neck, or like and there was like a whole like one had a Gibson Explorer with a Strat head. That was like just it was cool to like point out like But they killed it. They sounded awesome. Like
you're just probably not that familiar with it.
Not familiar, and like it just wasn't lately. Like I was more like, okay, Rip to Shreds. They're just doing that HM2 shit, and then Incantation. Right. Like I want that like dirty death. Like
okay, I got you.
Yeah, but they put on a good show. Like I have nothing bad to say about them. Like they're awesome. And then Incantation played, which we've seen them before.
Mm-hmm.
And you never know what you're gonna get with Incantation. Like sometimes
Right.
it can be boring, sometimes it can be really good. But it was weird. So they did oh man. Oh, give me a second for Immortal. The second album they played. So that was actually really cool what they did.
Called?
You know what I'm talking about, the second
Yeah.
album. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, they played 3 songs. They played like Diabolical Conquest and they're big hits. And then
Yeah.
they played Mortal whatever all the way through. So it was cool like that, how they did it though. I've never seen a band do that. They usually play the album then play hits afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, that's cool because like, let's get the hits out of the way. Or if you want to do a new song or something, you show them right away. Then people are gonna stay for the album, obviously, if they want.
Right.
But I don't know if it was like a surprise thing or not. But it was like
I don't know.
It was really fucking weird. Why did they pick that album? Like, why didn't they pick Golgotha?
Yeah,
Like,
but maybe
they
because
just
they've done
played
it a
that.
lot. Or?
Yeah, maybe they just
don't
did
know.
that not too long ago. So it was like whatever.
yeah, I don't know. I haven't really been following them at all. But like
Mortal Throat of Nazarene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they did
Okay.
that one all the way through, and it was cool. It was tight. Like, don't get me wrong. It's just like they're such a weird band. Like, it's basically John McEntee with a whole bunch of like,
Yeah.
college kids. Like, it's just weird. It's like there's not one other old guy. Like, it's just off. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
just like it's like him in a cover band almost. Like,
Yeah.
they sounded good. They sounded good. Don't get me wrong. Like, it was awesome, but like. The dude's getting old. You could tell, like, he was getting winded on stage, and like, you had to take a second.
I
like-
remember liking it quite a bit when we saw them.
Oh yeah.
Last time.
Don't get me wrong. I love Incantation. I love Onward to Golgotha.
Sure.
But I just don't know enough of their other stuff. Like, so, but it was cool like
Yeah.
to see an album through, and like, it was a good way to start off like the weekend. Like, a big headliner doing that. Like, I thought it was like it was a very, very metal and beer pre-fest kind of thing to do. I think.
Right.
So
That's cool. That's cool that they do that, really.
Yeah,
And it worked
no.
out good for you because you didn't want to stay the whole weekend. So
Yeah,
Get
no,
that in.
and that was like perfect what I did. So I got to see that, and like I said, Rip the Shreds was just so awesome. Like,
Well, I'm glad you said that because now I know if they come, I'd like to go see them.
yeah, dude, definitely worth it. Like, but yeah, I guess the kind of weird now looking back on it. The only merch I got that day was 2 Rip the Shreds CDs.
Okay. Which ones I said? We got the new one.
The
and
last
one
two,
before it?
Jubian and CNC, because I have the other one. But
Nice.
Yep. So then, yeah, I got back to the Airbnb and I was fucked. I was like. Calling my wife, I was like, dude, this is bad. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this and
Dude,
stuff.
this is bad.
Well, yeah, it's like
You poor
it's like
thing, Stan.
chronic shit. Like it'll cripple you and you like can't stand up. I was like, how am I gonna get through? Like I only did 2.5 bands. How am I gonna get through 7 tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
So
So it is a
I
long
went-
day, man. That's a long day
Yeah.
with a healthy back.
So I ended up taking a shower, going to bed. I was like, oh, I'll figure it out in the morning. And I got up and of course, like I had my plans though. Like I went over to New Jersey. I went to a record store. Well, it's like I found ones that were just like metal, known for metal. Like that's what I was looking
Yeah.
for. Like I didn't want to go to just any record store.
What's that one? Vinyl Altar or something like that? Did you go there?
Yeah, vinyl. I did on the way back. It was a bust for me. It's
Oh.
probably really good for vinyls, but like CDs, it wasn't that great.
Oh, right.
But yeah. So I went to. Well, I guess I'll just go through. You can go in chronological order. I went over to Sky Valley Records in New Jersey. They had awesome new selection, but I'm just not into new lately. Like I don't want to buy new; it's too expensive, and like I was like on the hunt for cheap used.
Looking for some
so-
gems.
Yeah. But they did have this, which is cool, and I've been on the fence about buying it forever, so I ended up getting that special edition Absolute
fuck
Elsewhere.
Yeah.
It's got the Blu-ray and the
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
a
Okay.
little pricey,
What-
but
Yeah, what'd that run you?
65. But it
Okay.
was like
That's not
you know,
bad, though.
I think it was 60 from the band, so I mean it was only a couple bucks more, and like now you can't even
that's
find
not,
it. So
that's not bad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's got like what has it got? Obviously the CD. It's got the Luminous Bridge EP and then a movie. So yeah, it's cool.
Nice.
So yeah, I mean I recommend it if you're like if you're looking for new CDs or like they had a huge vinyl section. Go to that place. But yeah, if you're looking for used CDs, it was a bust. But whatever. But yeah, so I went and dicked around there for a little bit, came back, and I got back, and like after doing that, my back was even worse. I was like, oh fuck. I was like calling my wife. I was like,
Yeah, you're fucking hunched over all that shit, combing through it all day. What do you?
Fucking Gollum over here.
No, that's exactly what the problem was, hunching over. So I called my wife. I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, I do want to see the last 4 bands. Like, I don't know about the first 3. Like, I'm whatever about. So I ended up staying in. It was a bad choice. Like, I regret it so much, but whatever. I stayed in the just laying down until like 6 o'clock. I was like, I gotta be in tip top shape for.
So who'd you miss?
So I missed Unholy Altar.
Shame you.
Unholy Altar, which is like raw black metal band from Philly.
Okay.
And then I missed Mother Graves, which I heard about, and I missed half of Maul, which I don't. Maul's like whatever. Like, yeah. If I was gonna miss any of that, would be it. But I heard from some sources that Mother Graves was fucking killed it.
yeah. I would definitely like to see him.
So I kind of regret it, but I made the decision. Like, I was like, kind of try to take care of this. So I went.
I mean, if your back's that bad, like staying there that long,
but this is why I regret it. So I got to Metal and Beer like 6:30, whatever, and I didn't get the beer ticket before. I was like, I'll just go to the bar, get beers if I want them. I'm not gonna drink that much. So the night before, beers were $15. I was like, what the fuck did I do? Like, I should have got the beer ticket,
How much is the beer ticket?
It's like $50, 53, something like that.
You fucked up.
Well, no. So I went to box office, like, you got any more beer tickets? They're like, yeah, we got plenty. So I got one walking in. So I did the whole beer thing. So what they do is the Fillmore, it's 2 stories. Upstairs, they got beer sampling, like a whole bunch of breweries. And then downstairs is just the general mission, like any other show. So I went upstairs, got the samplings, a lot of good fucking beer, but I kind of got there late, so I kind of tried to compensate for that, and I drank a lot. I got fucked up really bad.
Helped it back a little bit?
It did, but so if you ever go to Metal and Beer, it's worth it to get the beer ticket just because you have access to an upstairs like lounge or seating. So I got there and there's like seating all around and no one's like sitting down. I'm like, I could have came here like just sat down and I've been fine like the whole time. So pissed. Yeah. Yeah. I know. So I was like, I was so pissed because I missed that shit.
Yeah,
but
I was in the back of my head. I was thinking about that. I was like, what? Like,
yeah,
is science?
There was like a little bit of
for those seats.
A little bit like high top seating downstairs, but like not a lot, and it was all full. But like you go upstairs and there's people in and out of the seats, and you can always find a seat basically.
Yeah.
So I walked around, didn't see anyone I knew. Sitting down, then I finally seen Jason from Requiem. So I went over there and hung out with them for a little bit, just talking, and then so Maul played Vastum, which fucking killed it, dude. They were so good live. Oh my god, like
nice.
Yeah, it was insane how good they were. That the guitarist, the female, she is insane, playing all that shit, singing at the same time. Like,
damn,
dude, it was wild. Like, and it sounded so good. Like, I don't know if it was just something about their sound or like that place, but that place, dude, fucking killed it.
A little bit of both, probably.
Yeah, so I mean I can't recommend Vastum enough. Like I'm not the biggest fan of them, and I didn't get too much into them, but like, yeah. So they played, then Darkest Hour comes on, dude. So
just probably good ass time.
Oh, dude, I loved every second of it. Oh yeah. Of course. And it was like you could tell in the crowd, half the crowd was into it, and half of it just was.
Yeah.
No, right. Like,
for sure. Arms crossed.
That's when I actually seen Hundy, because like he was going nuts too. Like I seen him, like I thought it was him, but then I looked over and like he was going nuts. I was like, oh, that's Hundy. I gotta go see him. Like, or Jason, sorry, from Requiem. But that's when I went and said hi to him after that. But like, dude, Darkest Hour. So the only thing is that place sounded so good, but Darkest Hour, for some reason, I don't know if it's that metalcore sound nowadays or something. Dude, their sound was off. They played really good though, and they played every riff good. You know what I mean? But it was just something about the sound. That bass was too punchy, and like the guitars were too, you know what I mean, too thin. Like just something about the sound. But if they would have just, made it sound a little bit more aggressive, they would have fucking killed the place. Like, dude, they played so good, but they played Undoing Rune.
Yeah.
And even with the shitty sound behind it, like it sounded good. And it's a fucking cool ass album. Like I never got into that one as much as like Deliver Us or
yeah.
Forget what other one, but that
I remember
that album
liking
was
it.
cool. And like there's some really like mellow death sections to that.
Yeah.
It's not so much core. Like there's not a lot of core in it. It's
I still say they're more mellow death than any core.
Oh yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
Did
So I
they
was
play-
11.
Did they
They're
play
looking
that
at the
whole
gates.
album?
Yeah, whole album all the way through. That's all they played. Like no other
And I
hits
agree.
or anything.
I agree, Jay.
But that's a-
yeah.
I listened to it a lot before, like the week coming up to it, just to remind myself of it. Like, but it was a really cool
It's
live,
been
and
a
they did
minute.
awesome. Yeah,
It's been
That's
a
sweet.
minute.
That's cool. They did the whole album too.
yeah. No,
Yeah,
like
oh, yeah.
honestly, I would go in a heartbeat to go see them again. Like they were that
Yeah.
good. Like I know we've seen them before, probably at Fest and like
Been a while.
other. Yeah,
So
it's been a
long.
while, but yeah, it was really cool. So I mean, they killed it, but it was a tough crowd to please. Like
Oh yeah.
those are metalheads, so. But they did really good. Just got to work on their sound a little bit.
Right.
Then-
That's weird, but the other band sounded so good, but who knows?
Oh, I know.
That shit happens all the time.
Yeah. Then Pig Destroyer comes on. I mean, there's not a lot to say about Pig Destroyer. It was.
I've never seen them though. I've never seen them live.
It was
Is just-
awesome. Like I don't have a lot to say. Like it's kind of what I expected. It was
Yeah.
crazy. It was nuts. That one I was actually walking back and forth because I like had to go see like Scott like live. Like he's wild and like the whole
Yeah.
band was. Yeah, it was good. But like I don't have a lot to say about them. Just like go see them. Like it's fun.
Just
Like,
fun?
it's just dude, so much fun. And they played
Were
all
people
the hits.
into it?
Yeah, they played a lot off of Terrifier and a lot off of Book Burner, like the two I know. So it was like I knew some of the actually knew some of the songs. It wasn't like that new long bullshit they were.
Oh yeah,
you know,
yeah. The older
yeah.
stuff, the hits.
Yeah, so they played like Jennifer and like fucking crowd goes wild.
Oh,
Like yeah, it was cool though.
Would they play like 50 songs or what?
Dude, it had to be like 20. I mean, for
It's gotta
yeah,
be.
yeah, I don't know. Wasn't keeping counting, but like
Right.
So yeah, then I think that's when I went and hung out with the Requiem guys, and we're just standing there, and like, Jason's like, "Hey, look over," and like, I just look over, and like, fucking Scott Burns just walks up to the group. I'm like, "Oh, yeah, this is fucking cool," like because Jason, he's friends with a lot of the guys in Decibel. They do
Yeah.
Decibel shit. So like, Scott Burns just walks up like. All right, that's cool. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna like look like a fucking freak, but like, within 5 feet of Scott Burns. Like, are you kidding me? Like, it was just cool. Like, but
No shit.
so-
I saw that Jason posted that.
yeah,
That's so dope. That's really
yeah,
cool.
it is. It was cool though.
Were they talking to him a little bit or like?
Yeah, he was like talking to like Chris and yeah.
Did
but,
he like what was he doing there? Like, did he have like the book thing or was it like
so,
was he
like,
signing
Decibel-
or anything?
I don't know. They had like Decibel had a big. I meant to actually buy some of their shit. Like I just totally forgot because I was so drunk. But like, they had a full stand. Like their merch table was all books. Like so maybe he was
I bet
doing.
it had to do with his book because I doubt he's there watching
Yeah.
the bands. I don't think he's actually a death metal fan, right?
I don't know, honestly. I don't know. I don't know much about him. I just know of them,
how
and
can
like,
you not be a death metal fan though? With how? With
Well,
his
I
kind
guess
of
I
work?
don't
How
know
can
that. I
you
just thought I
not
remember
really,
hearing that. Like he just fell into it, and everybody wanted him, and he got good at it. But I don't know that he actually but maybe he did. I don't quote me on that. I didn't read his book.
I don't
You know, because didn't Decibel put that book out like
they did. Yes, I actually
last
got
year-
it. I got it behind me. I just
Do you
never-
have it? Yeah, I saw some like the excerpts from it, and it looked cool. I don't know why I never picked that one up, but
I'm more of the only thing with that book is I'm more of a story kind of book guy. I want to hear the story of a band. That one's more like interviews and like it's like the
You got
interview format of like
yeah.
him
like a
at
Hall of Fame kind of
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Like, Decibel.
asking questions about these albums and stuff like that. Like I'd rather
Yeah.
hear the story of Scott Burns. You know what I mean? Like that's
Oh.
where I'm coming from.
Yeah, but it'd be cool to hear some of those him breaking down some of those albums. Just,
absolutely,
like what
yeah,
it was
for
like
sure.
working with some of them bands and stuff.
It's probably really good. I just don't. Those books I kind of put to the side. Like I buy
Mm-hmm.
them and just I'll get to them eventually, kind of thing. But like.
But I
Yeah,
get where
so-
Stan's coming from. That's like supplemental material, like you said, Jay. He wants the
Yeah.
story, and then you can
I get
go
it.
back and yeah.
Yeah, but it was
so
just a
did
cool
I mean,
experience to be that close to like a legend, like death metal legend, like yeah. So
Was
hung out-
anybody asking him anything, like just fucking bugging him about albums, or no? Was it just casual?
I was talking to more with Jason. Like we were catching up because we haven't seen each other in a while. So it's been a
Yeah.
couple of years. So it was more catching up with him.
Okay.
Like I was drunk, but I still wasn't like in the most social mood. Like I'm never am. Like so. I'm not gonna be like, hey Scott, I'm Stan, like
What was it like recording the bleeding?
Yeah.
Corpse and
even like Jason's buddies, like I met, like I kind of met him, but like I didn't really talk to him that much. Like I talked to one of them about like used CDs, but like
yeah.
But anyways, so
at least you knew someone there, though. That's cool.
Yeah. It was cool. And then the big band Dismember came on. So here my bitch fest coming. So
bitch fest. I was wondering. I was like,
so
he sounds like he had a good time
I
so
want your guys'
far.
opinions on this. You guys all seen the advertisements? They didn't play like a ever flowing stream all the way through.
Oh.
So yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I went back and I have videos, and I was actually like double checking like the day after. I was like, maybe I was just so fucked up that I got mangled in my head,
Yeah.
But so they did. They played every song off of it, but it was mixed in with their other hits.
Oh.
So they played every song, but like, is it not weird though?
Just run it through.
That's what I mean. Like they advertised that shit. Decibel had like go song by song through, like what were you guys thinking? What's gonna be like? I don't know. It was weird to me. It was very off-putting because like I thought I knew what was coming. Like they got on stage and like I ran down there. I was like, right of the overture's coming on. Like no, they started playing pieces. I was like, okay, maybe they're doing what Incantation did. Maybe they're gonna get some hits out first. Then they'll play the song. So they did, like, they played 3, like, other songs first.
Really?
I was like, okay, maybe that's cool. That's cool. Then I was expecting... then they played In Death's Sleep, which is one of my favorite songs on the album. But it's, like, at the end. I was like, wait, what the hell's going on here? And I was like, I was kind of actually getting kind of pissed. I was like, it was a moment of, like, I came here for this, and that's not happening. And, like... Ask my wife. I fucking bitched at her to her for like 20 minutes at the end of the night, all drunk. Like,
I can't believe this.
I was like, I came all the way out here for. But you know what I mean? Like, is it not? Am I in the wrong? Like thinking like that? Like they advertise this shit. Like,
let me hold on.
And you're expecting something. It's like I know all the songs, but like if they're out of order and stuff, like you can't like.
I know what you mean. Like, I will say, were you with me? I don't think you were with me when I seen Atheist.
Okay.
And Cynic. Yeah. Were you?
No.
Okay. Because Cynic played whatever, Focus?
Yeah, Focus.
All the way through. And Atheist, I thought they were doing the same thing, but when you look back, they actually I think, stated it right. I think it said celebrating Unquestionable. Okay. So, to be fair, they didn't say... That, but I thought it was. And I think they probably played most of the songs off it, but it was the same kind of thing. It was not in order. It was mixed in there. They definitely catered to that set. To that album. And I remember thinking kind of like, oh, I would have liked to have seen just the whole album fall through.
Yeah.
So to me, it depends. Like if you think it going in, that's kind of a bummer. If you knew that they're going to be playing all the songs, but it's, you know what I mean?
Honestly,
so I can see you being bummed about it.
I mean,
honestly, I think I would have probably not went. I don't know. It was so I hate like being like this because they sounded really good and like it was awesome, but it was like it didn't make sense to me. Like if you're gonna play every song off that album, why wouldn't you just do it in order and have that experience? You know what I mean? Like it makes no sense to me.
Yeah, I mean,
so it was just kind of weird. Like they play one song from the end of the album, then they play like When Iron Crosses Grow and like.
Yep.
And I'm like, okay, that's a cool ass song, but you just kind of ruined like the full vibe of this. Like, you know, I mean, like I was,
especially for someone like you, where this is like such an important album, you just want to hear it the way it's in your head. Like,
I feel like there was a couple other people there that were like that too. Like, you know, I just don't think I was the only one there that was, you know, and I think. I mean, I made the best of it, but it was like it's like even like during the halfway through the set, I just sit there shaking my head like this is not right. Like, you know,
it's just
I mean, the beer didn't help, so I guess I didn't even talk about that. But
I mean, I'm looking at the poster right here, and yes, it's a special like an ever flowing stream and additional hit set.
Yes, the poster says that, but then I was looking at the article and it says in the entirety, and I'm like, okay, that's just kind of. That's saying like you're gonna play the album.
Here it says Yeah, I don't know. This one does the decibel.
But,
but yeah, I mean,
like you guys seen the picture, they even had the banner behind it. Like it was like this was a thing.
I felt duped too, man.
Yeah, it was weird.
So, have you ever looked at their other sets? Like how many of those songs make it normally? I wonder.
I think there's a lot of them. It is like I think they maybe the 2 of them that they maybe added. But like most of them, yeah.
So like if they came to Detroit one day, they probably are going to play most of them.
Oh, for sure. Maybe
I wasn't sure because they have a lot of albums, but
yeah. And that was like cool. Like the other songs were really cool. And like I'm not the biggest. I'm not gonna say I'm the biggest Dismember fan. I'm not. Like I don't know a lot of their stuff, but like I know that album riff for riff, like every second of it.
Yeah.
So it's just like when you hear it all mangled up, it's just like it takes away something. Like you get confused and you're like, wait, no, I, you know what I mean? Like it's weird.
Yeah.
No, dude, I feel you. I would have been pissed too. I would have been like,
so,
what the fuck's going
my
on
wife
here?
got an earful of it. Like
I wonder why they.
No, I thought it was a very bad, very very bad judgment call on whoever made that call. Like
yeah.
I don't know, was them or someone else.
Yeah, I think I want to hear from people like listening to this because I have a feeling that probably would be the general consensus. Like you don't like you see Emperor, they did that, they were doing that tour and they're playing Nightfall. What
Night's Eclipse.
Yeah, the Night's Eclipse, whatever. They were playing that full through. Like if I went there, I want to see that full through. Like I don't want it to be mixed in, or at least you better tell me up front.
No, exactly.
It's going to be that because you want that experience. And I mean, I guess certain albums it might matter more and all that, but like.
But don't say you're playing an album though, and then chop it up. Like there's a big, you know what I'm saying? Like I mean,
it doesn't make any sense if you're playing every song, but it's just out of order.
Yeah,
no, it doesn't.
It doesn't make any sense. Yeah,
unless you're wanting to add like variety in there because you're like, I think people are going to get bored. But just for a classic album like that.
But that's a huge album. Like,
yeah.
I don't. No one's gonna get bored from hearing that. You know,
that doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah. So I did feel I left feeling weird. Like not the beer. I felt I felt weird. I was like, this is not right. Like, and I hate feeling like that because it did take a little bit away from it because they did play awesome and it was awesome seeing them, and awesome sounding, and like. Their other songs are freaking awesome, but it just took something away from it. Like,
but it did sound good. The quality was good.
Absolutely,
like,
they all played good, super tight, and like, yeah. But so
that's
I mean,
weird.
whatever. Yeah. So then, but I mean, overall, like, I didn't stay for the second the second day because it was Exodus, and I really wanted to see Eternal Champion, but that was like the only thing. I was interested in, so I
fair enough.
Yeah.
But I mean, Metal and Beer was awesome. I think it's something we should probably just start doing just to do it, whatever the set is, because I mean, it's cool to go out there and like experience and like all the beers. Like the beer part was cool. I'm glad I did that because like first of all, you get to taste a lot of good beers. It's just like. Every one of the breweries is awesome. Like, you know, the Three Floyds guy, like he was the biggest fan in the house. Like, and he was serving beer the whole time.
A lot of local shit, or was it like all over stuff?
I don't remember a lot of the actual place. Like, obviously, Three Floyds is the big one that sponsors it. But I mean, I drank a lot of good beer. I know that. I can tell you. Like,
I feel you.
Yeah. A good variety and stuff. So I mean, it was just a cool experience. I'm glad I went. I'm glad I did it finally because I've been like thinking of like I've been wanting to do this for a while now.
I know we're always him-hawing about it.
Well, it sucks because a lot of our Patreons, like, you know, they're from that area and they weren't there this year. Like everyone had something going on, and like I was supposed to meet up with a couple and they had something going on. It's just like. It was the worst year to go, but like I'm glad I went. Like,
but yeah, I mean, you went for the band.
Well, now you know.
Yeah. And I know what to do now and, like, what to do better this time or next time. And, like, I'm glad.
Bring some fucking muscle relaxers.
Yeah, dude. Or just
Tylenol.
Yeah. Didn't even think of, like, that. Like, I was just like, I could get there. I'm like, you know, but whatever. Like, it's cool now. I know next year, even my back's fucked up. I can go sit down the whole time and watch it. But
this is the best concerts now. At this age, it's just good to sit down.
Dude, I'm talking about you know how the movie theaters have switched to like the recliners and all that shit?
Yeah.
I'm saying we need to do that for fucking venues. I'll go to way more shows.
I'll go to so many more. Yeah.
But yeah,
Awesome.
So you hit this road. So what'd you pick up? What kind of gems did you find out there?
Yeah, so like I did this for two reasons though. I wanted to go to Metal and Beer, but I was like, I also want, like, I was getting bored of hunting for CDs in my state, like in my area. So I was like, I want to see some places. I want to go to some cool record stores or some I knew from, because I buy a lot off of Discogs. Like, so there's some I knew of, but so I stopped at, I think, 3 places on the way there. First one I stopped at was the Attic Record Store in Pittsburgh, or it's on the outskirts of Pittsburgh. I just looked up stuff online. What's got good metal sections? What's known for metal? Blah blah blah. And this one, they were like, yeah, they got a lot of metal. Got there, yeah, they probably had a lot of fucking gems in there, but like unorganized, and I wouldn't say unorganized, but they are one of those people like, hey, metal's rock. Let's put every metal CD in with a rock CD. So you got to sift through 25 AC/DC CDs. I don't have the time. I don't have the time regularly, especially in a rush to get to Philly, like to look through everything. So I kind of like. There's probably some gems in there that I know there was, like, but I just didn't have the time. But like I did pick up. I got a couple Bad Religion CDs there too, but I'm not gonna show those off. But I did pick up these. It was cool to see them, and they're like hard to find online sometimes. So Iron Flame. Yeah.
It's nice.
Is that band you just got into recently?
Yes, power metal from the guy from Netchaween or whatever. I'm not going to try to pronounce it, but
dude, watching?
I'm telling you, Netchaween. Blood Red Victory, dude. This album's so good. Like,
the album art looks amazing.
It is, dude. If you're into that power metal, trad metal, just fucking check them out. But then there was another store. I don't even remember what it was called. It was like right off the expressway, so it wasn't a big deal. But they had nothing. Like, it was just a bad call. But then I went to, this was the big one I wanted to go to, was Extremities Entertainment in Lebanon, Pennsylvania, something like that, right outskirts of Harrisburg. So they said, like, this guy's got a huge metal section, huge used section, walk in, fucking gem after gem.
Really?
Like, yeah, they had a lot of stuff like I had, but so I picked up a lot. Might bore you guys a little bit, but I picked up a lot of power metal. But it's just stuff that, like, it's hard to find and expensive sometimes. So I'm glad I found a lot of it. But, like, I got, like, Halloween CDs,
Okay.
I don't know if you guys are a fan of this, but I actually got into this last year. Later Sentenced.
Later Sentenced. Like, which ones? Name those off.
Oh, I got The Cold Winter Light, Down, and Crimson.
I think
it's like,
yeah, I did listen
good.
to. Okay, I remember liking one of those, Down or Crimson, maybe Down. Yeah. Is Down Gothic?
Yes, they're all like Gothic. Like, yeah.
Okay.
I actually just really went into it with open mind and really liked it.
Yeah.
So I found some of those, and what is that? Same with I don't even know why. Don't ask me why I bought this, but like it's just because I probably need to complete my collection. But like Paradise Lost, Host, the one bad one, where they go full like goth rock, like But I also
I've heard people like it though.
Yeah, no, it's good and
Paradise
Gothic.
Lost.
Yeah, Gothic.
Okay, yeah.
But I never had that one, so I found that like $8, like.
Oh yeah.
Northern CD. Hate Eternal, they just...
Which one was that?
Fear in the Flames, which I actually haven't listened to, so I got to check that out.
That's a good one.
Hail of Bullets.
Oh, hell yeah. Which one was that? People can't see this on the fucking audio.
On Divine Winds, the second one. Not the first one, but...
A Frost and Winter.
Night Rage, Wearing a Martyr's Crown. But it was like, it was weird, like... So there was like probably... I don't know, maybe 5 CDs that I already own that was like I would have been interested, but I already have. But like, dude, it's like these places were like meant for me to come in because I had none of this shit, Skeletal Remains. And then this was I was just walking out and like seen some random boxes, like maybe I'll check them out. Maybe he's got something or something. This is one of the not the best of what I listened to, but Gardenian. It's one of those Swedish melodic death metal bands I just got into. Like, if this was a month ago, I honestly would have went through this and never even saw it. But like,
Yeah.
So just seeing it, like,
how much were each one of those CDs? Average price?
$6-8. I think the Halloween was 12, just because it's like a rare, European made one. But yeah, so that was on the way there, and then Sky Valley I went to New Jersey. That's where I got the Blood Incantation. Then on the way back, I hit up Vinyl Altar, which I said it was cool. There's probably some good vinyl in there, but the CD section was weak, like nothing good. It was just a annoying waste of time because I had to, go find parking, blah blah, in Philly. Like, it's just stupid. Like, the whole parking situation's stupid over there.
It's city parking, fella.
Yeah.
Did it feel sketchy around there? Or no?
No. I was just joking around. It's like,
no, I know you were just saying like when you were going there.
Yeah. No, I mean,
like a little rough, but
yeah, no worse than Detroit. I'm sure there's parts of Detroit that are a lot worse. We've been to worse,
Yeah.
Then I got a Philly cheesesteak because I had to. Like, I went to one of the famous places, which that was one of the highlights. Dude, one of the highlights of the trip, honestly.
You lucky bastard, dude.
Yeah. So then I went home, and so there's one place I really wanted to stop at. I'll get to it in a second, but so they're in a concert venue. They share like an old church. It's a record store and a concert venue. The record store is only open during concerts.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I didn't know the logistics. Like, would I get there? Like, and I heard that they have thousands and tens of thousands of CDs, metal CDs. I was like, I buy off of them from Discogs, like, but they don't have all their shit up there. So I was like, I gotta stop there. So I called my wife. I was like, how would you think if I extended my trip like one night? I want to get here, and so I basically I extended my trip a day just so I could take my time getting home and checking out some of these places. So then I found found some places on the way home. The first one was Tom's Music. Oh, fuck, I don't remember the name. I'm trying to give shout outs to these guys because they're awesome establishments. But Tom's Music in York, Pennsylvania. I don't know. I went a lot of Pennsylvania, but so this one I called up. I was like, "How's your metal section? Like, you got a metal? You actually got CDs? Like, I'm kind of going out of my way here. It was like 45 minutes off the freeway." I was like, he's like, "Well, he's a British guy, and like, I'm not gonna even try an accent, but like." I got some stuff. Like, I got a couple hundred metal CDs. I was like, "What define metal?" Like, I don't want to get there and it'd be like,
we're talking AC/DC cool. Here. We're talking.
So he's like, I got some. I was like, fuck, I got nothing better to do. I'm gonna just stop in, dude. Fucking gold mine. Like,
really?
Yes. Yeah, dude. It's like, but this one was even more like so. I buy a lot of stuff that I don't have, but like I'm really in the hunt to like filling in the gaps. Like, I have a lot of discographies with like one CD missing, and like, so I've like really been on the hunt, and like, dude, all his CDs was like, so a good example is Shotty, you brought him up last time, Catamenia.
Mm-hmm.
I got every one of their CDs except one. Guess who had it? This guy. Clavicade.
Yeah.
Same with
I have yet to listen to a bad CD of theirs.
Yeah.
Again, okay.
Same with Dio. Like, Dio's I have every one of his CDs except one. This guy had the other one, Master of the Moon. It was weird.
Which one
like
was
that.
it?
Master of the Moon.
Okay, I don't know if I know that.
I don't know if I do either, but it's just I needed it because I didn't have it.
So now you have the complete?
Yeah, so I got completed like those. I got More Sentence, the Funeral Album, later one.
Oh, jeez.
This one was like
turning CDs
a lot of
Pokemon.
Yeah, a lot of power metal. 3 Halloween CDs.
Damn.
More stuff. Metal Jukebox, which is all covers, so I'm gonna check that out. Better Than Raws, which is probably my favorite Halloween, besides Keepers. And then
I didn't know you were so down into fucking Halloween.
Well, I was before. I always loved Keepers, and then
I know.
I went on their run a couple of years ago. I think I was telling you guys about it, and I just really got into it.
Yeah, okay.
I fucking love Halloween. But then I also got like, I just sometimes I buy for covers too. Then Ed Guy, another German power metal. I mean,
okay,
what fucking color? Bright.
Yeah. How you said like where are you getting this intel from? You keep saying like, yeah, I heard like everybody says they got a good selection or like where the fuck what do you got like, community going? Like what
I
Discogs
go
probably.
online. Yeah, Discogs or like I research it before
I don't know about
go.
Discogs, so
yeah. But like that's reviews. Like I'm going off of reviews and the people like I'm hoping people like write a review. That's why I'm kind of like doing this. Like maybe someone will listen to this, but like they're going to Pennsylvania, like, hey, where should I check it out? But yeah, Tom's Music, Stradivarius CDs, had to buy those. They're finished power metal. If you guys don't know, I have later Paradise Lost. I know Medusa's really good. I don't know the Plague Within that well.
I like it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think that was like their comeback one with like the heavy vocals and shit.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Primal Fear, more German power metal. This one I'm pumped on. Demons and Wizards. Fucking first album. They actually had all three there, but like for some reason the second one was really priced really high, and then their digipacks I was like, I don't know them that well, so I just got the first one.
Isn't that one kind of hard to find too?
The first one?
Yeah, or maybe it used to be.
I mean, all that old European shit is hard to find nowadays. So you find that shit, I'm gonna grab it.
Yeah.
Another Halloween, Keeper Part 3, not the greatest, but still cool to have. And this one, I'm actually really pumped to listen to this one. We covered them melodic death metal episode, Ebony Tears. I don't know if you remember that band, but this is like their second album, so I don't know if it's as good as the first, but hey, Swedish mellow death, I'm gonna pick it up. Yep. So then where was I at? So I'm glad I stopped there. That was awesome. But I was really running late, so I had to get to this other place in Pittsburgh. That was Preserving Underground, which I buy off of them a lot, like on Discogs. They got good prices and stuff, but wanted to stop in, so see what they had. What did I get there? Enslaved, Utgard, which I have most Enslaved, but I don't have that one. Crowned Unholy.
So wait, was it as good as you thought that it was going to be?
It was, but they were kind of overpriced on some of their shit, even the used stuff. Yeah. So I mean, if you had the money, I could have got a lot more than I did, but I got some cool stuff. Another Stradivarius, which I fucking love Stradivarius. I did their run couple. Oh, another one too.
God damn.
I did their.
In total, how many albums did you purchase on this road trip?
Oh, we'll go through that in a second. More stuff I just never had, like the Chain Heart Machine Soil Work. I just never had it. I had the other two early ones, but I never had Natural Born Chaos, which you guys probably won't like this one, but
yeah, I remember that.
I love Middle Morphus, later one, which I'm working on getting their stuff. I have every Insomnium album except this one, but I found it. Shadows of the Dying Sun. This one I was pumped on. First Press, Gamma Ray, which is the Halloween guy. He left Halloween to start this. This one, I'm actually really excited about this one because it's available, but it's really pricey. But I found the first Aftershock EP, which is pre-Kill Switch. Yeah. Dude, it was, it was $25, but it was a fine.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I was really pumped on that. So that's actually all I got, I think.
Question. Does Elodie still have a college fund?
Yes.
Because I think you just listed about 100 CDs.
I know. I spent, I'm
just doing the math here.
$300 probably.
Okay.
So it wasn't like horrible, like, and I got what? 40 I mean, I got a lot of Bad Religion that I didn't have in Lagwagon, like stuff like that. Like it was just cheap. So
yeah.
I mean,
question: do you have
CDs?
room to put them on your?
I'm officially booked up, and I think I don't think I'm gonna be able to fit it all. It's done, so I got to figure something out.
Why don't you get rid of those PlayStation games?
I could, but PlayStation's cool, so.
Well, I'm just saying, just move them on a different shelf.
I see wall space back there, some gray space you could fill in.
Yeah, I might have to either build more shelves or I don't know yet. I got to figure that out.
What's behind that wall where the guitars are?
There's nothing. It's open on the bottom.
That's what I'm saying.
Is it open on the top though to inset? and set some shelving in there.
Oh, you mean what's on the other side? It's like our living room area, which is already tight enough. Like I can't take anymore.
Yeah. I get you.
You got to do what you got to do, guy.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to show these off just because this is stuff I got actually in Michigan before, like the week before. I've been kind of like buying stuff lately because I went like all last year hardly buying anything. So I just found some cool stuff around here. Nagelfire Shield. Good fucking album. This was in Solo Records in Royal Oak. Found King Diamond, which look at that cover. It's a later album. I'm not familiar with it.
I don't.
Give Me Your Soul, but like I mean, look at that cover.
I don't. Yeah, I don't remember that one too much.
I don't know if you knew it. Suffocation.
Which one was that?
Hymns of the something. 2023, which I haven't actually listened to. Shadi, I know you like this one, Pinnacle Bedlam.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't have that yet?
No, I didn't. Yeah, Suffocation is one of those weird ones. I have only like Effigy and another one, nothing else. Yeah. Found 2 Nile CDs I didn't have. Like that was cool. Fucking this was one of those. It was not a metal store. Just they had a metal box there. And then I found this in UHF and Royal Oak. Without Grief, another one of those Swedish metal, melodic death metal bands I just found. Like, I never would have seen it. I think these are eBay purchases. Yeah, I'm almost done. We talked about them last episode. Julie Laughs No More. Bathory, Nordland. Talked about last cast and Forsaken, and this one's always a fucking good one, Cahoos. Oh, look at it's cool because like I don't know if it comes.
Pandemonium.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I can finally file these because I always keep these in piles until I go like, are we gonna go through them in the cast or like I can finally go file them. But yeah, it was a good run. That was really fun though. Like that was the most fun. Like I told all those record store guys, I was like, it's weird. Like you guys know me. I don't talk to people. Like I will not go on my way to talk to people. But you give me in a record store and I will fucking talk my head off because it's like the one thing I like love. Like
right.
But
it was cool people in those places.
Yeah, and like the one I think it was Tom's Music. Like I walk in and I seen a guy and like you always know like if there's someone like you like what section they're in and like how hard they're digging. I was like walk in, there's a guy and like we were kind of like it was just like a little metal section, but like we had to share our space and stuff. And I find like I was like, the whole time you're like looking over like trying to see what he's got in his hand, like what did I miss? Like, and then finally I asked him, I was like, what are you looking for, dude? Like, are we gonna have a problem here? And he was an older guy and he's like, I'm looking for anything heavy up until like Slayer. I'm like, oh, I'm perfect. I'm looking for anything heavy after Slayer. Like, it was like perfect. But it's like you still have to share the space with them. But like, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, it was a fun experience. It was like the most fun I had in a while, like looking for CDs. Because like I said, I haven't been doing this that much. So
you're on the hunt. You were just free.
Yeah.
Time was yours.
Free.
No
So
restraints.
I plan on like I haven't told my wife this. I haven't told my wife this yet, but every vacation we're going on, I'm probably gonna start doing this. Like do like a series like Metal Around America or what, I don't know, something like.
Just start leaving
what
reviews. That's what you need to start doing. Leave reviews at all these record stores.
Yeah, dude. Like I just want to give a shout out to all these guys because I mean they're doing good stuff. Like even having a metal section in a record store is something to me. Like I mean, it means a lot to a lot of people. So.
Dude, I would watch a series on YouTube of someone going around with a video, combing through some shit, finding some shit.
That's what I should do. Bring a camera next time and like
talk to the guy. Yeah, come on.
But who's gonna listen? I would do it. I would do it in a heartbeat because that's like my passion. Like that's
this shouldn't be a well-edited show. I don't need to see him picking through every goddamn CD.
Yeah.
Get some flashes up.
I still don't know if I'd watch it.
But like, there's so many like those. You're looking through some like, oh shit, I didn't have it. Like like I'll allow like.
Were you showing off pictures of your collection to people?
No. I was like the one guy's talking to, like the one that I met. Like I was just talking about. He's telling me about his. He said he's got like almost 9,000. I'm like, oh, I'm a little bit behind. Like I'm up to maybe 3. Like maybe.
Holy shit, 9,000.
Yeah, so I mean, like he's got 3 times as much as me.
Fuck.
But I guess the years, I mean, how am I going to be in, 10 years? I could be there,
You'll be there.
But I do. I know there's a lot of people out there that just buy anything. Like, I like my punk and I like my metal, but I don't really go beyond that. I'm not trying to find every classic rock or hard rock,
Yeah.
I just keep it to punk and metal.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's a good self-limiting factor, I guess.
Yeah.
Self-limitation.
So yeah, but that was a blast. So.
I'm glad you had fun, guy.
Yeah. Okay.
So hopefully you guys come with me next time. I mean, I'm not gonna expect you to drive with me and go through this the rest of it, but like
I was just gonna say, this guy, you're probably not even gonna want to drive with anybody. He's got his little map set out.
No, I mean, honestly, if I do metal and beer again, I'll probably think about flying. I think it's probably the better option, than doing what I did, because it was just a long trip. And
especially all those detours and shit.
Yeah, I'm exhausted.
I mean, I just did that 10-hour drive to Tennessee, and that's long enough. You get there and you're just done. That day is done.
Yep, that is
and all these little detours and got fucked up back.
That's why I'm glad I extended it on the way back. Like, I did take a night. Like, I found an economy inn at the airport in Pittsburgh for like $60. Like,
nice.
It wasn't that much money, but like, I'm glad I broke it up because it was exhausting.
Oh yeah, I bet. Well, I mean, shit. Saw some good bands. A little disappointment. I'm
really excited to hear if like anyone else is gonna bitch about this. Is this gonna be swept under the rug? Like nothing happened? Like
the latest conspiracy or whatever, the biggest news from the metal community.
Yeah, no, I want to hear a Decibel's review on this too. Like, I don't know who fucked up this.
Somebody did, dude.
Yeah,
but all in all, it was good. It was good. So
nice. Yeah, leave a I guess a comment on YouTube or like message us, because I'm curious too. I haven't been like browsing online or anything like that. I haven't been on Twitter or nothing, so I don't know.
I've been like going on
what
like
the word is.
For some reason, I just kept on thinking like maybe I was just so drunk that I fucked this up. Like, so I've been like looking for setlist.fm like posted. I want to see what they played, but like they haven't even posted that yet. And like
you should ask Jason too. I wonder what he thought.
Yeah,
those guys.
I mean, everyone loved it though. That's the thing. They were fucking good.
Sure. Yeah.
But, I really want to know how day 2 went, because it was probably awesome. Like, I mean, if you're gonna see Exodus, at least to me, I would want to see Bonded by Blood. Like, that's the only one I know. It's the only one I care to know. Like, but it's probably good. But yeah, I'd like to hear how that day went too.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what next year's lineup is.
Yeah.
Is it always that same weekend, or?
I think
the date,
so. I'm pretty
like
sure.
This one happened to be the damn family spring break one, but
yeah.
I wonder what it'll be next year. Because there's been years in the past where the lineup is just like, I should be there. This year it wasn't like the full lineup for me to necessarily go, but I'm always like, that one. It's not that far,
Yeah, it's doable. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's that one. I mean, there's always Maryland Death Fest. I always want to fucking go to that. And then I just was looking at Fire in the Mountains or whatever, that one,
that one, yeah.
The Montana one.
I'm glad. Now that I did this though, I want to kind of like, maybe we should travel a little bit more. Like, we did Toronto that one night. That was cool, but like, maybe we should do some more of this. Like, why keep it just to Detroit?
No, I know. The trips are fun.
Yeah.
I know. Well, yeah, we need to make a pact. We got to at least all of us get to something good soon.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm down.
Well, anything else? Any last thoughts, or is that it?
No. I stayed metal. That's what I did. I stayed
You lucky bastard.
It was a metal weekend. That was like the true metal weekend.
I was in Tennessee with the family, and we had this cabin, and there was like a cabin next to us, and there were some people there, or whatever, and we were just kind of, I'm like you. I'm not trying to just necessarily talk to any random fucking guy out there, but these people were leaving like the day before us. And the guy's getting in the car, and I see the back of his shirt. What does it say? Cause of death. Fucking obituary shirt. And I said, damn it. And I tried to, like, put my hand like, hey. And he just, like, didn't hear me. Shuts the door, drives off. I was like, damn it, man. What a missed opportunity.
Isn't that funny, though? Because, like, you would never talk to that guy if you didn't know. Like, but, like, the minute you see that, it's like...
Because he didn't look. There was no indications, no metal look. There was nothing. I didn't hear any metal playing. They looked just like this family. Oh, what are the chances? But misconnection.
Yeah.
Anyways. All right. Well, we pumped out 2 episodes pretty quick here.
Yeah. So
maybe the ball will keep rolling.
December.
Yeah.
Or talk to you December.
Yeah. No, fuck that.
All right. Well, I'm Evil Jay.
I'm Stan the Man.
I'm Shoddy. You guys stay metal.